Number one side effect when taking testosterone would be high estrogen, and high estrogen can lead to things like low motivation, low energy, strength decrease, acne, gyno, and so forth. Yeah, so you have to be very mindful when you're taking exogenous testosterone that you're controlling your estrogen levels. How can you control your estrogen levels? There's few things you can do. Firstly, you can lower the dose or completely discontinue taking testosterone. But for most people, this is not even an option, okay? Then you can do something like microdosing. Take your weekly dose, split it into 7 smaller doses, and do kind of daily pinning. Then there are few natural supplements you can take, something like DIM and calcium D-glucarate. They potentially can help a little bit, you know, if your estrogen is not too high, but if it's too high, they won't do awful lot. Then you can introduce something like secondary compound, Primo or EQ, that can lower your estrogen levels or manage your estrogen levels. Third compound, very popular, is Master, but Master will not lower your estrogen levels. It only kind of hides the side effects of high estrogen. And lastly, you can introduce something like an AI, Aromasin or Arimidex. Yeah, me personally, I prefer Aromasin because you will not get a rebound of high estrogen after discontinuing Aromasin that you could potentially after Arimidex. Yeah, that's why it's called a suicide inhibitor.